Is that me right there?
That was you.
So our format for this evening is extremely loose. We talked about next to nothing backstage. It's just going to be like a song and some chat and a song and some chat. And I don't know, if you're creeped out by me being over here, I'll put it
No, man, there's a show on Comedy Central called the Benson Interruption, and I kind of feel like you're just sitting over there, just like at any point you're just going to so anyway, enough with that song. That song, I love it.
How long have you been in New York City?
We got into New York City yesterday. Yeah. And Neil and I, we've got a lot of friends out here. Not you're my friend. You're my friend. We did some extensive touring in the last record, and we were really fortunate to have a gentleman by the name of Ryan Starr. Easy. And Ryan's a Long Island guy, so we hung out. Okay. So we hung out with Ryan for a little bit last night and proceeded to, I got to bed about 4 o'clock and woke up at 7:30 today. So this has been a good day.
Running like a rock star.
Yeah, something like that.
Very well done. So you answered on one of our first questions is who was the last famous person you may have had any interaction with? You also answered a question I had already, that you've already played this room before.
Yes.
So question number 3 that you have not answered yet because this just started. A little nugget of genius happening right now. If you had to pick one show from, let's say, the last tour or maybe since your television exposure began, what would you pick as your best show ever?
Okay, over there. Man alive.
I can hear us in New Jersey, by the way.
I have to say, there's 2 shows, and they were one right after the other, and I love them. The first one is we did a show in Manila.
Yeah.
And we played to 115,000 people.
Yep.
Ridiculous. And an amazing audience, and they knew every word, every song, and just so cool. We were halfway around the world. And then we came back to the States, and we did, I want to say the show was in Ohio. I think we had like 800 people at that show. And I love that show, because it was intimate, and it really drove home the fact that, we've got this wide reach, but we still got a lot of work to do. I don't know. I love them. I love both those shows for different reasons. Hey, thanks. Love you too.
Was your first album very different, the recording process from this album? I mean, when you were on the road, were you like going to the back of a bus and laying down guitar tracks and then squeezing in everything while you were on the tour?
You know, I probably should have done that. We'd be here probably 4 or 5 months ago. I really took the first tour and tried to embrace it and just be present in it all the time. And I didn't want to think about the next record and the next tour. And so I did a little bit of writing, but we didn't do much until we got off the road. And this record is labor intensive. I mean, a year and a half is a long time period, but especially in this industry, in this climate. And so, I miss you guys too. Are you kidding me? I spent a year and a half in Calabasas, California with Neil here. I was ready to see some new faces. No, but this has been the most challenging, frustrating, but I think ultimately rewarding record that I've ever made. And June 20th kind of coming fast enough. Thanks.
Are you excited for that day? Are you nervous for that day? Are you just glad that day is here? What is the artist in you?
All of the above. I'm a neurotic, and so and I have a tendency to think about like worst case scenario, and so I'm stressing. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't stressing.
No stress.
How long? If everybody in this room buys 100 copies.
Yeah. Don't put it past them.
How long has all this stuff been out of your hands? I mean, you go to bed at night thinking, man, I wish I could just change that one guitar riff on track number 8. But
we wrapped the record and finalized everything like a month ago, maybe. So for the last month, it's just been me going like, okay, the record's coming out soon, and we gotta do some things, and hopefully it does well. And,
Well, it hasn't been all film twiddling because we did catch an awesome cover of you rocking a little Adele.
Please. You're a tease.
That is full on teasing.
nope.
Yeah.
We got some surprises in store tonight. We got a surprise.
Have you heard from her? Does she have any correspondence? I mean, that video went viral literally overnight.
Well, no, I haven't talked to her though. I was actually really shocked that it did what it did because we just wanted to do something different for that show. It was our first show in a long time, and our keyboard player slash rhythm guitar player Andy, who's not here, his girlfriend has been blowing that song up forever. We're like, maybe that'd be. I mean, if nothing else, it'd be funny, you know, if we cover that song. So we just had fun with it, and then next thing I know, it's on like Perez Hilton and all these places, and I was just, yeah, I don't know. It was cool, but it was just kind of theater of the absurd. I was like, why is everybody?
Because it was good.
Hey, I'm not bitching, I promise.
Will you do other covers when you're out on the road, when your full band's together and you're ready to play? Or do you?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always room on our shows for covers. I think it's just a matter of, last record we did, last year we did a lot of like 80s pop rock covers and stuff like that, which was fun. It was great. And but I think especially it's weird to say because you guys haven't heard the record yet. But this record it's a little different, and as such, I kind of want to switch gears with the covers and maybe do a little bit more 90s material, a little bit of stuff that I think maybe help me cut my teeth on music. So I'm looking forward to unveiling some different songs.
Cool. We'll talk more about the record, but I think these people are probably ready for a song.